What's good, Beast Hounds? It's your boy, Kit Kinraid, and welcome to day 9 of the Ready Set Beast Advent Calendar. Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it. If you're watching this and you're understanding me, then I can deduce that you are probably a human being. And as one of those, you have 3 planes of movement. You have sagittal, which I remember as in you sag forward, sagittal. So anything that takes place in the forward, backwards direction is sagittal. That's running, push-ups, pull-ups, squats, everything basically. This is where the majority of your training takes place, which is a bit bone because we have 2 other perfectly good planes of movement. The transverse, which you'll recognize as rotating, so you might have trained wipers, knees to elbows, wood choppers, that sort of thing, and the frontal, which you might have never trained. Perhaps you've done some lat raises, perhaps you've done some side bends. Well, I think you are underselling that plane of movement, and today I'd like to share with you my favorite lateral exercise and try and persuade you to love it and its many benefits too. The Cossack is a lateral squat cum lunge, and baby, it's got what you need. Firstly, it's an actual useful exercise. And by that, I mean you can load it and it will hit parts of your musculature that might not have been getting the love it deserves just from squatting and lunging. This is not a flexibility exercise that you'll do for 15 minutes a session and not ever really know it's making a difference. This is not foam rolling. This is going to work your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, your adductors, and it's going to give your calves and your core a little tickle too. Now we've established that it's a big hitter and it's going to help you build muscle, big whoop. What else does it do? Well, it's going to tax the living snot out of your stabilizers. As a human being, and not a crab, you aren't used to moving sideways. You aren't used to lunging sideways, and you definitely aren't used to loading a lunge sideways. So your brain is going to be sending all kinds of signals out to any motor units out there that can help you stay upright. That's training. That's going to make you much less likely to injure yourself on your main squat movements. Think about it. You've greased this groove over thousands and thousands of squats with heavier and heavier weights. You've built these train tracks that you follow every rep. If you have a dodgy rep and you come off those tracks, you've derailed that train on a rickety wooden bridge in Snapsville, Tennessee. By training laterally, you're building strength around that track, that groove, so that if you do have a slight deviation in course, which under enough weight we all will, you're much more likely to come through it uninjured. I had a proper cat back deadlift last week that I am not proud of. I did move a lot of weight though. But I've built enough strength around the track with good mornings, front squats, swings, that I finished the rep with no pain, and I deadlifted again 2 days later with no pain, no trouble. So strength, size, safety, what else? Well, how about some mobility, huh? How about some flexibility? You got tight hips, tight ankles, tight adductors. This is a weighted dynamic stretch that is going to loosen you up. Like that. Do you have trouble front squatting? Well, this is an exciting way of training that upright posture that's effective for other things, and you're not just waiting around at the bottom of an Asian squat. Do you play a ball sport like football, basketball? Are you a martial artist? This is going to help you change direction faster with more accuracy and less chance of injury. Are you on that knees over toes train? Because oh look, knees over toes. And as it's a unilateral exercise, you can get more bang for less weight. If you happen to have muscular imbalances between your legs, you could use this to train that 1 weak leg. Honestly, this exercise is too good at too many things for it to go as unloved as it does. Hopefully I've persuaded you to give this a go yourself. Let's talk about how. All you need is a wide stance, very wide. Toes pointed out about 45 degrees, and then you're gonna bend one knee whilst keeping the other leg straight and point the toe to the sky. You want to go down as low as you can without your flat foot coming off the floor and your back rounding too much. You can put your arms out in front of you for balance, or you can use some rings or a band for balance if you really need to. No worries. Push back up to the center, both feet are now flat on the floor, bend over the other knee and repeat. Try and stay upright, try and stay forward. You can use this in your calisthenics workouts anywhere where you would usually use a squat or a lunge. You can use this to warm up for weighted squats, or you can use this to warm up for Olympic lifting. In fact, you can use this any way you bloody well choose, and it will look after you. Just use it. Remember, if you haven't done this before, go easy, start unweighted, just try and get as long a range of motion as possible whilst keeping flat feet and a flat back. Over time, increase that range of motion, increase that load. Give this one a go if you are greedy like me, you want to be strong, you want to be unkillable, but whatever you do, my friends, have a great day. get them gains, and be well.